So I actually like to do a little bit of prep to these smooth rods here because I actually always feel like there's a little bit of film on them. Like running my hands over them, and they feel kind of grimy to me, right? And one of the things that you always end up with a lot of whenever you have a 3D printer is rubbing alcohol, prep pads, things like that to clean off the print bed so that PLA will stick better and things like that. So anyways, I'm using ones that are like little pre-soaked pads here just so that it's easier on video, but you could just use a paper towel and a bottle of rubbing alcohol. But anyways, I like to clean these off because they always feel like they got some kind of grime on them, like really dense grime on them. And usually you can actually start to see that grime coming off and staining this little prep pad here. So the more of them I do, the more obvious it is that there is in fact some grime on these. And yep, you can really see it there. And as soon as this, kind of loses its moisture, I just go on to another one. But you get the general idea here is to just get these all clean. You don't need to watch me do them all. But the idea is, spin it in your hands, run this up and down the length there. Make sure that you are getting all of that grime off of there because you want these nice, clean, smooth because they're going to run through the bearings and be your linear motion. So finish all of them before you move on. So this is just a recommendation, is that if you have an Altoids tin laying around, it's nice to store all your bearings in there because you can fit like 2 rows in there, and it makes it really convenient so that you can shut the lid, and then if you knock this off your desk, you don't have bearings rolling all over the place. So it's a nice way to store them. And one of the other things I like to do before I put them in here is you can see in the video, I think, that it's kind of leaving like a slimy residue on my table, right? These guys are really, really well lubricated, and it's the oil on the inside that really matters because that's what makes your linear motion smooth. But the exterior you can wipe clean, and so I like to take a paper towel and wipe these clean. And on the Adoptabot, you actually are popping these into a plastic piece, and you want it to grip these. And so I actually think it's a good idea to clean them just to give you a little better, of a dry exterior behind them. Again, the oil on the inside is what matters. When you slide them into that plastic, you really don't want to lubricate that plastic to encourage them to slide out. So give them a wipe down, dump them into a container, again, preferably a lidded thing like an Altoids tin, so that you have the convenience that if you knock it off the desk, they're not going to go everywhere. So I strongly recommend sorting your screws. It makes it easier to do the job, it's faster, and you don't make the mistake of accidentally grabbing the wrong length. So it's a really useful thing to do. I like to take a 7-day pill container, cover it with painter's tape, and label every single slot. It's nice because then I only have to open one lid at a time. So if I knock this off the desk, I only spill whichever one compartment was open, or none if the whole thing is shut. I do use these on occasion where the whole thing's under one big lid, and I find that I'm always expecting that I'm going to accidentally elbow this off the desk and then have to sort all of these again. So I'm not a big fan of one big container. I like using 7-day pill containers. So that's my recommendation for you.